Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius December 20th, 2022. Work and health matters continue to be a strong draw these days, and this can very often work to your advantage. However, there can be times when impatience or dealing with delays can interfere. A sense of urgency can interfere with your mood. With Mars and Pluto in a minor challenging aspect today, watch for a tendency to magnify or obsess over minor problems. Try not to drive yourself too hard. If you feel pressure to do so, examine why this may be the case. With Pluto in your sign, it's possible that you're expecting too much from yourself or fearful of losing face, a position, or a title. However, remind yourself that pushing yourself too hard and the resultant stress won't get you closer to your goals in the long run. The cosmos swirl amidst the clouds. The moon's power always gives us insight into the emotional atmosphere of the day. Today, as she dances through Scorpio, there will be a collective focus and sensitivity around relationship and partnership issues. This is a great moment for teamwork, especially regarding your significant other and asking for their support in reaching your career goals. After work, be sure to unplug and enjoy some time with your one and only. If single, schedule a FaceTime or Zoom date with someone who seems to possess romantic chemistry with you, particularly if they, too, are ambitious. What do you want to be known for? You might have mixed feelings about your professionalism when the moon in Scorpio trines Saturn in Aquarius and squares Pluto in Capricorn. The trine suggests that you might be known for something unique yet valuable. It could be an unusual connection, an atypical accomplishment, or you may have an appealing yet unconventional allure as a professional. However, this does not mean that you feel at ease in this situation. You may not feel 100% comfortable with how you are presented or recognized, so work on transforming this aspect of your professionalism. After a friendly aspect to Mars in your work sector yesterday, the moon is following this up by spending its final hours in your career sector at a friendly aspect to Saturn in your income sector. This is something that the moon does with each monthly visit, temporarily bringing income, work, and career potential together. However, it is just before the moon leaves that the dwarf planet Ceres will return, stepping into its shoes to keep the momentum going. You have never been one to blindly conform to the group, but you certainly do care what people think of you. It's time to help them and yourself out and give them the information they need in order to really know you. You might want to first take a refresher course where you are concerned. Do you really know what you do and do not want? Disciplined exercise such as swimming and running give you the time to reflect on these questions while building your strength and self-esteem. It's a good day to wrap up a current project, lesson, or session topic today. The essence of this day favors finishing current endeavors and wiping clean the slate for the new. Regardless of what you have on the go, consider bringing closure to it to allow for the fresh. When it comes to your personal life, the same applies. Clean up and clear out any unfinished business. You'll be glad you did, even if this is something of a hardship. It is during the moon's final hours in your career sector that, after a friendly aspect to Mars on the job front yesterday, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Saturn in your income sector. Since Mars returned to your work sector 4 months ago, the moon's return every 4 weeks has both fueled your professional instincts and imagination and brought things together across the income, work, and career fronts. This is what the moon is doing today, except it is just as it is about to leave that the dwarf planet Ceres returns, locking this partnership into place. While Venus never got to form a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres before she leaves an adventurous part of your chart today, the planets in your romantic sector did. It is the spirit of romance and adventure that this has brought together over recent months that the planet of love has been able to capture, using this to update your romantic bucket list for the coming year. Our eyes in the sky. A trine between the moon and Saturn this morning can help us when it comes to matters of the heart. If you're single, the energy helps you appreciate your independence, while those in relationships can find a new level of support in their partnership. This aspect can help you balance a romantic relationship with your autonomy if you're ready to move away from codependent or unhealthy behaviors as a couple. If you're ready to leave an unsatisfactory relationship, use this energy to make a clean break and move on with your life. Your energy level should stay fairly elevated throughout the day, so use this time to take care of business and get things done. Most people you communicate with professionally will be on an emotional edge today, so be careful. Find solid ground and stick to it. Your productivity depends highly on your ability to remain emotionally stable. It will be harder than you think, but don't give up. Your mind will feel sharp this afternoon as the moon aspects Pluto. You should have a clearer understanding of how you need to revolutionize and change your life moving forward, giving you the opportunity to implement change. Pluto lends some support to this mission, offering the passion and drive to take action toward personal evolution. Wild Bob-related accusations will spread around, and many of them will not be so nice. Approach the source of these rumors instead of continuing the negative downward cycle of bad-mouthing others without dealing with the heart of the matter. You have almost always conformed to every standard and wanted to fit in. Now you have set your sights on a wild one and you feel chills running up and down your spine. Due to your differing perspectives on life, this is not a match made in heaven, but if you want to shrug off your conventional side for a while and take a walk on the wild side, then by all means stop waiting and just do it. As we head into evening, the Scorpio moon makes it the perfect time to have discussions and connect with people on an intellectual level. If you find that your mind is exceptionally active, try to do some journaling before bed so you can fall asleep more easily. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon trines Saturn in Aquarius, allowing us to trust our instincts when undertaking negotiations. Want to reach an agreement? Try an untested approach to achieve compromise. If you aren't doing your job with passion, then why do it? Today is one of those days in which you should feel inspired to work harder than usual. If you aren't, then maybe you should consider finding new work. Your happiness depends on it. While the moon is in Scorpio, we can fail to advocate for ourselves, because we believe others have a greater stake in the matter than we do. Yet, as the moon and Saturn trine, we are better able to stick to our guns. A cooperative effort isn't truly cooperative if we're doing all the sacrificing. Use your imagination. The more creative you are, the better. Your ideas may seem rather unorthodox, but this doesn't mean that they hold no merit. Your innovative approach to an old problem is likely to propel you miles ahead of the competition. Mid-afternoon, the moon sextiles the Sagittarius sun, a harmonious influence. At this time, we are especially concerned with taking the right action. We care about justice and fairness, and if a situation does not allow us to act with integrity, we want no part of it. Even if our mettle is tested, doing the moral thing is the only option now. Others' acknowledgement of our ethics and our positive attitude will cause them to gravitate toward our social circle.